Hello again, Michael Freeberg here from beautiful North Carolina. And before I get started, let me just say thank you to everybody who welcomed me back from my long trip away. Really appreciate it. Today I have three products, all from the same vendor, the same manufacturer. Today I'm going to be reviewing products from Elvado from Ontario, Canada. Very kindly sent through a number of shaving creams as well as an aftershave balm and an aftershave splash, which I'll show you. Now, I have all three of those products in this wonderful Royal Tahitian Lime. I have two other shaving creams in two different scents, which I have not used yet. Today is going to be all lime all the way through. The brush for today is going to be the first Bento custom brush I got, which is still doing fantastic. I just thought I would show you the sheer size of this knot before I wet it and apply the shaving cream, which I'll talk about in just a moment. But today's razor is going to be, we'll see if you can guess from the cap, probably not. This is going to be a return to the iKon X3 slant. So I have in there a Gillette Silver Blue blade, which I've been using all week. So this will be shave number 6. Base plate, which does have two different scallop designs. I don't believe they are different in any way, shape, or form in terms of the aggressiveness or the mildness or the comfort of the shave. I think it's just a design feature. So as you can see, this does have a ring that surrounds the post on the base plate. I'm still going to apply the washer and then the standard handle that comes with the X3. You just screw that on. There we go. One very nice feature about this razor is no blade overhang at the ends, which I think is a very, very nice design. All right, let me wet my face. I'll wet the brush through and we'll start applying the shaving cream. Yeah, the nice thing about those containers, which frankly I really did not even twig to until I started looking at them again, is that these containers are, it says it's 100 grams, 3.4 ounces, and it has a little airplane symbol. These are TSA compliant, which I almost always check a bag, so I never really think about the size of the container or how much you could take on the plane with you. This seems like an enormous amount that you can just carry with you onto the plane, which is great because if you're just traveling and this is a shaving cream you can use both with a brush and brushless, all you have to do is just pop this in your dop kit or into your bag, and if you're checking and not checking a bag, just carry on. Great option because it is completely travel ready. So let me just wet the brush through. I'm not soaking it, obviously, just a badger, so I'm going to just wet it through. I'm going to shake it out pretty well. It should be damp and sort of on the dry side, and the reason for that is that as a cream, the cream is already kind of wet in a way, so you do not need to add as much water as you might for a hard soap that you're loading off a puck. So this is a pump and a really nice, easy system to use. I've really been impressed with how sort of nicely packaged this is. I'm going to squeeze in 3 squirts and just straight into the brush. There we go. I'll give you a feel for how much. That may be a little bit too much. You could probably get away with 2 squirts, but you know what? I'm going to go for the 3. So I'm going to just dribble just a tiny bit of water onto the shaving cream. I have found with this soap that you definitely want to start off dry. I always, when I try new soaps, always try, sort of balance out a wet brush versus dry brush. And for this cream, if you start off with too wet a brush, you end up with a bit of a foamy lather because you're just adding too much water to it. It's definitely not as thirsty as some of the more denser, sort of heavy, fatty soaps. Elvado definitely seems to focus on sort of organic ingredients, all natural. If you're in Canada, I think that the EcoCert label might mean something to you, if that's something that you're looking for, and I'm sure there are people that do. So as you can see, very easy to lather. I'm going to add just a touch of water, just drizzling it just a little bit onto the face of the brush. Now you can 100% use this brushless, so what you can do is just take a squirt or so and apply it and just gently massage it into your beard with your hands. You will not get the same kind of lather you're getting now with the brush, but you do get a very nice slick layer that's easy to shave with. So if you're trying to travel light and all you want to do is just bring the shaving cream and a razor and skip the brush, you would be good to go. Scent on this is the Royal Tahitian Lime, and I have to say it is a beautiful dry lime scent. Very direct, not a kind of a fancy or overly complex scent. Just a very well done, very nice dry lime. For those of you that are big into citrus, definitely a good choice. All right, let's get ready for pass number one. As you can see, very easy to lather. Let's go and get started. In this blade, no issues with the first 5 shaves. Shaving cream is creamy and slick. No issues with these shaves. Scent strength is pretty good too. I couldn't remember when the last time was I used this razor, so I go ahead and just dragged it out. And I have to say, it's as good as I remember it being. Very easy to use. There's a bit of blade feel, but generally speaking, this is certainly on the mild side. And by mild, I really mean comfortable in no sense of blade chatter or too much exposed blade. 2 days of growth, shaved Friday morning. Yeah, I always do pretty well with creams, actually. I know there's people that don't tend to gravitate to them because they feel like they're just, I don't know, maybe not as strong a performer as some of the softer soaps or the hard soaps. But I've had very, very good shaves all week. And the fact that you could use this as a brushless cream, or that you can even use it as kind of a pre-shave layer, makes it a very versatile offering. I think the other 2 scents, one of them I think is a fir scent, fir or spruce. I don't remember what the other one is. All right, let me just add a tiny touch of water to the brush, and let's get lathered up for pass number 2, which will be across the grain. Yeah, and particularly if you are a new wet shaver and you find yourself struggling to get a good lather from the hard puck of soap you bought, people tend to fall into certain soaps they always get as a new wet shaver. Very, very common to get, Taylor of Old Bond Street, a puck of the sandalwood. And then people struggle to get a good lather out of it because they don't know how to handle the hard soap. And it does take a little bit of work. Creams make a really, really nice starting point. The softer Italian soaps are very easy because you can lather them quite easily. They load easily. But the creams are basically, as far as, in my opinion, they're kind of, effortless, really. All right, pass number 2, this will be across the grain. Yeah, very nice slick soap. Excellent shaves so far this week. I've had a couple that, well, they weren't BBS, but they were certainly very close. And again, for the people that are interested in sort of pushing to that, when it does happen for me, it's kind of accidental because I really don't ever shoot for it. The mantra that I used to use, it still holds true today, is the close and comfortable and irritation free. Like those 3 things put together. Just watch the pressure there because it's a bit raspy. And I have a tendency when that rasp occurs, just sort of like a mental reaction to press down a little bit. Here we go. Yeah, and the no overhang here makes that a lot safer to shave. Wow, this shave's going fast. That's been this case all week. That razor is really easy to use. And in some ways, kind of mindless or effortless, which is a great quality, honestly. You're not really worried about cutting yourself. You're not really worried about having to slow down because you're worried about, you know, nicks or the razor being overly aggressive or uncomfortable. There's one spot in the bottom of my neck that for some reason that razor does tend to catch. So I just have to watch it there. Every razor has some weak spot. There's no perfect razor for me, at least. All right, I'm going to squeeze out a bit of the lather from here. Not all of it, but some. And just paint it on. Yeah, a really interesting post recently on one of the Reddit subforums about a person who was working improve his lather, and I think as a result of that was just giving himself brush burn because you're just working the brush too hard in your skin. And you have to remember that while you're shaving, you are also shaving over your skin. So if you are being overly aggressive with the brush and really mashing it into your face and like really working at it, you're going to get brush burn. Even with the soft brush, you can still give yourself a bit of irritation there, especially in that, for example, that last pass. Just watch it. Okay, this is the against the grain pass. This is for hoop, sukkel. Altijd zul je oor pakken. Pakken en trekken. Pakken en trekken. I always just grab my ear like that. I know that kind of looks ridiculous, but it does help keep that skin there pretty tight. I also don't pull the skin too tight. Because I think if it's too tight and you do nick yourself, tends to pop the skin a little bit. Yeah, really good slickness on this soap. All right. There we go. Yeah, that spot right under my chin, for some reason the last little while has been giving me a little bit of trouble. It's like it's getting just a little bit more bristly somehow. Yeah, nice layer of slickness still there. All right, right there. Call it quits. Now I could of course do a really, like a simple cleanup pass or a fourth pass, but not going to bother for today. Often when I'm shaving in the morning, depending on what time I get up and how much time I have, I often consider a quick touch-up pass, and I tell myself, don't do it. A lot of those times, that last pass, although it definitely gets you a closer shave, sometimes you pay the price. Soap is a little bit, sometimes a bit difficult to rinse, which just means it's leaving behind a good slick layer. It's funny, some soaps rinse off immediately, other soaps, yeah, there we go. And to be clear, that's not a knock, that it's hard to rinse, not a knock against the soap, just how it is. All right, let me towel off. Yeah, another very, very nice, easy, clean, close shave. Of course, I could do another little bit of a touch-up pass, but like I said, I just tend to stay away from those because, one, the closeness doesn't last for that long, and trade-off between an extra bit of closeness and the chance for irritation or a nick, it just really doesn't feel like it's worth it to me. Maybe worth it to you, and I say if you like it, go for it, and if it works out for you, fantastic. Okay, let's go for 2 additional products. So this is the Aftershave Splash. This is an aloe vera and witch hazel based splash, alcohol free, same scent, and the scent really comes out in the stand. I want to give it a good shake. It tells you shake well before use. We just put a little bit in. Oh, that's plenty right there. It is aloe vera based, but it does not have that kind of common aloe vera tackiness. It has the sort of the glide, the slipperiness, but it doesn't have the tackiness, which is nice. I know a lot of people, they don't really care about that, but for me, there's something about that sort of tacky feel for the aloe that I don't really like. Very nice, strong, clean, dry lime scent. There we go. I always put some in the back of my neck. I have no idea why. It just seems like the right thing to do. All right, let me just clean off my hand a little bit. Now, I'm gonna let that dry for just a moment. My normal routine is that I would, at this point, stop, clean up, go have breakfast. After breakfast, come back and brush my teeth and then apply some of the aftershave balm. But I'm not gonna take a break right now. I'm gonna go ahead and apply just a bit of the balm. Let this just dry off a little bit and show you in the same container with the same packaging, same size. So again, TSA friendly, the aftershave balm. And I think this has been receiving some very good feedback, generally speaking, very highly rated. It is a very thin, milky aftershave balm. So if you don't like kind of that thin consistency, this may not be the one for you, but it absorbs quickly, it smells great, and it seems to work really pretty well as a post-shave balm. I believe in this case, this is coconut oil, aloe, shea butter, mango butter, grapeseed oil, and hemp seed oil. Actually, it worked out really well. So for a lot of times what I do is, if I receive a product for review that includes an aftershave, a balm, I'll often use that during the day, so right after the shave, but then I'll also try it at night. So I'll put it on before I go to sleep just to get a feel for how well the balm on its own works. And I've been doing that as well all week. And this has been working very well. So I'm not going to squeeze out the full amount, the full pump. A full pump feels like a lot, but it does cover the face easily and does soak in pretty quickly. So I'm going to put in probably half. There we go. So as you can see, that's pretty liquidy. I'm going to just rub my hands together and apply that. As you can see, that absorbs very quickly. A full pump gives you plenty to cover your whole face. There we go. Same thing for the scent. Just a beautiful, clean, dry lime. Straightforward, but spot on. Okay, well, let me just rinse my hands for a moment. I will say for this aftershave balm, this is one of the ones where I will always rinse my hands after I use it. That may be true for a lot of you, I don't know, but I always have this sort of sense that there's like an additional layer left on my hands that I definitely just want to rinse off. There we go. Wow, not bad. My skin is 100% inflamed all over the place. You can see a little bit of redness here and here, a little bit here. I think that may be either allergies again, change in the weather. It's not as bad as it has been in the past for sure, but there's certainly spots here where just have to watch the impact of the shave. But otherwise, that was a really nice, clean, very smooth, easy shave. Wow, just like week after week after week, it just never stops. Okay, let's talk quickly about the first two pieces of equipment. The iKon X3 slant with the Gillette Silver Blue blade. Beautiful, easy, effortless shaves. This is just an excellent slant options. Yes, I know it has two different scalp designs. I don't think it makes a bit of difference in terms of the side. You don't feel any difference, at least I certainly can't tell a difference. Nice weight to the handle, beautiful knurling, very easy to hold. For me, it's a nice length. It's not overly long. It's not overly thick. And easy, beautiful shaves. Just wonderful razor. Today's brush is Steve Bento. This was the Bloodwood with the lapis lazuli inset with the, as you saw, ginormous badger knot in there. Beautiful brush. I thought when we first got it that maybe it had been set a little bit too high, but in fact, I think the loft is exactly right. It allows the knot to really open. You don't need to exert a lot of pressure. It doesn't feel scrubby in use at all. Very nice. Okay, let's talk about the shaving cream. So this is the Elvado, the Tahitian Lime, Royal Tahitian Lime. Brushless shaving cream, or you can use it with a brush. As you saw, it builds a lather very easily, very quickly. Beautiful slick cream, wonderful scent on this. If you like a straight up lime scent, 100% try this. Check out the other scents. I don't recall straight off what they were. I think one of them is a fir or cedar wood. I don't remember what the other one is. But if those scents are as well done as this, then I think, well, definitely recommended. I really enjoyed using this. You can use it as a brushless cream, which works pretty well. You can use it as a pre-shave. So just put in a little bit of soap, just get a light layer on your face, and then use your regular soap. And I think you'd be surprised what a very nice addition this will make. Organic, EcoCert, TSA friendly. As I said, I was kind of surprised at how much 3.4 is, because I never really think about it, because I don't normally check a bag. I mean, I always check a bag. I don't normally carry on. So that is a lot to be able to take with you. Very nice stuff. And I really like the pump mechanism. It's just an easy to use. There's no fuss, there's no muss, there's no real cleanup. Just pump it and off you go. Wonderful. Number 2, the Aftershave. Alcohol-free, witch hazel, aloe vera, beautiful scent, carries through from the shaving cream, so it's just an easy mix there. Goes on easy, dries quickly, feels good. The witch hazel, of course, for a lot of people works very well as an astringent, just kind of cooling off your skin. The lime scent is nice and strong, and the aloe in there is not tacky. You just have a sense for the slipperiness. And then finally, you put the cap back on. Same thing on the aftershave balm. Same size, same format, same pump action, very easy to use. A bit on the thin or runny or milky side, so if you don't like kind of those thinner aftershave balms, this may not be the one for you, but it does, as you can see, absorbs very quickly and easily, leaves the skin feeling good. Post-shave feel with the shaving cream is very good, and the aftershave balm just closes it all out wonderfully. Beautiful shave again today, and definitely recommend this. As I said, I'm using it both in the morning and in the evening. Both times it absorbs quickly and seems to be working very well for my skin. Well, I think that's it. I've covered everything that I've used. Let me just stop right there and say thank you once again so much for watching. I really appreciate the time you're taking. As always, of course, please feel free to leave comments or questions against this video or any previous video. And until next time, goodbye.